Hello guys, it's me, Kazuma Kurayami, and I wanted to go talk about my reaction to the Legend of Zelda movie casting. Because I've actually heard about it from my friends, and the moment I found out about it, I really wanted to make a video about it, because I'm not too happy about how things are going on in America. I know Nintendo, is part of it, but I think it has more to do with America. And I'm about to explain my reasons. Okay, let's go from the freaking beginning. Uh, I heard about this movie casting since last week. I was like keeping up with Nintendo because I'm a freaking Nintendo fan. I like Mario. I also like Pokemon. I also play Legend of Zelda. I haven't finished all the games, but I'm a fan. Okay, now, uh, the first time I saw the casting for the Legend of Zelda movie, and I saw the person who's gonna play Zelda. I was really happy. I was thinking, dude, this is gonna be one hell of a freaking movie. This person doesn't is not even in costume yet. She's this person, or she's not even in costume yet. Yet she already looks like the character. Like she actually looks like the freaking character. She sounds like the character. She acts like the character. And physically speaking, she looks like Zelda. So I was really hooked up. I was really excited. And then I heard from my friends and other people that that's not actually a real or a cisgendered female. That's actually a trans woman. And my reaction to that is, look, I'm not woke. I don't really believe in woke. In fact, I'm even against that. I'm not woke. I'm not into the whole woke, propaganda. But I'm pretty much okay with anything because the only thing I just freaking want is I just want the movie to be good. Like that's what all fans want. We just want the movie to be good, right? We just want the movie to be good. Now, uh, I thought that Nintendo, or at least Americans, they would have the same ideology or the same mindset that what matters is the movie or the character. And I just wanted to go expand on that a bit. Because when I'm talking about my opinions right now, people have their own opinions. I'll tell you mine. I've been in the theater arts club. Okay, I've been in the theater arts club. I've done a bit of acting. I'm not a professional. In fact, I would consider my acting to be kind of like mediocre. Okay, but I did learn a lot of things from the theater arts club. And you want to know one of the things I've learned? You need to focus on the freaking character. Like characterization is very important. The vibe of the character, the feel, the looks, especially the looks. One of the main things about getting a character is the looks, the vibe, everything. And you need to imagine that person as the role. So, it doesn't really matter what the person's culture or freaking gender or whatever the frick politics is. As long as you look and feel and act the part, you're in. And I wanted to tell you guys a story because this is actually the real thing. When I was in like freaking high school in one of my school days, and one of the events I had for like anime, they were supposed to build like a freaking short film, and they were off short by one female character. They were off short by one female character. They were looking for a character that was like Yuri from DDLC, somebody who looks like Okaruto, and somebody who looks like Wonder Woman. And after that, those guys were fucking desperate because they don't have anybody else to freaking fill the role. And then for me, I'm not really, I know what I am. I'm freaking straight, but I'm in it for anything. And plus, it's a play. It's a short film. I don't want that to be wasted. So I auditioned for the role. Okay, I got in, and many people, when I was already in costume, they did not recognize me, and they didn't even know I was a freaking trap in that play, in that short film. I look completely flawless. In fact, you guys notice because I post a lot of pictures about me in female form. I do it because I'm fucking good at it. And throughout my voice during that film, I just in that play, I just kept my mouth shut. I'm not really in the role to actually talk. I was just like a freaking NPC side character. That was like one of the girls in the movie. But I don't really care. What happened is I got freaking casted for that school whatever project film, and nobody complained and nobody laughed because I actually look convincing in that role. So the lesson I'm trying to tell you guys here is that in freaking in freaking plays and freaking movies, It's the characterization, and this is actually something that's even done in Japan. Like in many, there's one of the plays or one of the movies I watch in the Death Note. I forgot what series it is. There's a Death Note freaking live action before. It's a series in Japan. They had a female character, a female actress play Nier. I did not complain because that actress nailed Nier to the bone. The voice is right, the vibe is right, everything is right. So do I have any complaints? I don't have any complaints. The person did the role, did the job. Now, that is how it should be. You know, that's how plays or movies should be. If the this is the character, this is the character we need. This is the actor. That's why it's called actor. You act. It's called actor. So we needed somebody to, you know, the movie needed somebody to play the character. That's why they're called actors. Now, I'm not happy with what's going on because, in my honest opinion, I think we should have stayed with the old casting for the to play Zelda. I don't care if that person's trans. I didn't even know much about that actor until today because I usually don't keep up with mainstream media ever since I am busy with work, you know. But ever since I found out about them changing the casting to play Zelda, I saw the new actress who's going to play Zelda. I don't hate her. You know, she's not bad. I saw her auditions. I saw like bits of the scenes from my friends. Like I watched it from the in YouTube. But the thing I can't understand is that she's look in terms of vibe. This is just my opinion. She doesn't feel nor look like Zelda too much. She's just I don't know. She looks good. She's a good looking blonde lady, but I don't see her having the Zelda feels. In my opinion, we should have went with a trans actress. And I don't. It's not even about the trans agenda. My only fucking goal is I just want a good movie. I just want a good movie so I can throw my money in it so I can watch it. That's all I want. And the thing that pisses me off is that we got robbed. I got robbed. That character looks like Zelda and acts like Zelda. Why would you recast it? Just because of the fucking gender? Why do people always have to make gender wars or I don't know what people's obsession in America in terms of freaking gender ideology and woke shit. Why can't people just be like similar in Japan in which we don't care about it? You do the job, you just get it done. I wanted to make this video because it really pisses me off. I saw the old casting for the Zelda movie. They referenced it, but they changed their mind. After that, they went with the biological blonde lady, which is okay, but she's not. I'll be real. This is my opinion. This is my truth. She's only 70% Zelda. There will be a lot of work for her and the makeup team and the costume team to get her 100% Zelda. The trans actress, the trans woman actress, I don't care if that's a fucking trap or a dude or whatever the frick you think of in terms of politics. She looks like Zelda. She acts like Zelda. She is Zelda. She's not even in costume yet. Why would you just give that person the job? That's why it's called a job. I don't understand. Like, it just blows my mind. Why can't we just do... Dude, it just blows my mind. Oh my god. Like, the goal of the movie should be to make a good movie. That's it. It shouldn't be about fucking politics or whatever. It shouldn't be about other politics. Like, what's the point? It's just like the story I told you guys, okay? When I was in freaking high school, one of my freaking friends and, teachers was like, okay guys, we're fucked, we're in trouble. And I was like asking why, what's the problem? Okay, one of the female actors who were supposed to play, one of the female characters, she's a tall Asian chick. She backed out because she got sick, and I was thinking, oh fuck. So what happened is I said, wait, we need somebody to audition the part pronto. Like, we're desperate, we need somebody. But they said they still want the film and the play, or I forgot the details. They still want it to be good quality. So I auditioned. And I auditioned not because of some woke agenda. I auditioned because, physically speaking, I looked the part. And I got the part back then. And the goal of the director is, what's the best part? When I was in freaking makeup and I was freaking cross-dressing during that freaking high school day when I was in play. Nobody complained because people are asking. They didn't even recognize me. They didn't recognize me because they did a lot of work and I didn't even talk throughout the freaking movie and film. All I did was just stand there, just do my part, and I just hanged out with the freaking chicks in the movie, and nobody even figured out I'm a trap in the movie because I blend in. The purpose of an actor is to act. That's it. You're supposed to act in the movie, in the film. That's it. It's not about politics. It's not about freaking. It's not about politics. It's not about freaking gender. Like I'm really sick and tired of freaking Americans and their extremist obsession with gender ideology. Like, can we just get a good fucking film? That's all I ever want. But I trust Nintendo. I trust Nintendo. I trust the director. I checked the details for the movie. I think it's still going to be good. Maybe I won't be too disappointed. Hopefully, I won't be too disappointed. When that movie comes out in 2027, I'm gonna go freaking watch that shit. But I'm not too happy with the decisions they, the decision, the sorry, stuttering, the decisions they made. I don't fucking like it. I really don't like it. They should have just went with the trans, freaking, actress. If they were worried about the Adam's apple or whatever, they could just fucking CGI that shit. They could just fix that with CGI. But she already looks the part. That person is not acting like Zelda. She is Zelda. Why would you remove... Why? Why would they do this? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, we got robbed. We got robbed, guys. Like, we got freaking robbed. We got freaking robbed. I normally don't... okay, for male... for male actors to play female characters, that's usually a big no-no because it's very difficult. Like, there are only rare people who can actually pull that shit off, and it's not embarrassing. There are not a lot of males I know who could pull that shit off. Now, it's not about the gender, it's not about the fucking politics, it's the character. It's about the movie, it's about the quality. I'm thinking, you look the part. You know what this reminds me of? I made a freaking analogy. Then I said this to my friends, and my friends agree with me, and I want to go share it with you guys. What basically happened in this Zelda fiasco is something similar to this. Imagine if I'm going to build a freaking movie. It's going to be called Uchiha Massacred the Movie, and after that, I need somebody to play as Mikoto Uchiha, Sasuke's mom. So there are people who auditioned. Okay? And Haku, the trap, the one who's famous, who says, I'm a boy, she's gonna, that person's gonna audition. He's gonna go say, hey, I wanna go audition for Mikoto Uchiha, aka Sasuke's mom. And I'm gonna be like, wait, this can actually work. You look and sound like her. The vibe is very similar to her, and you're not even in costume yet. I can see this as an absolute fucking win. And after that, Americans in the chat, some of them, the conservative idiots, they're gonna go type in the comment section, no, it needs to be a real biological female. And I'm gonna be like, this is the best person I could see do the job. Like, this, it's not even about the gender, it's not even about the fucking politics. This is the person I could see who could pull the fucking job done. And after that, they still complain. So by the end, you know what happened? They casted Sakura as fucking Mikoto Uchiha. And, I'm just gonna be like, wait, what about the hair? Her hair is pink. She can't play Mikoto. Then they're just gonna say, we'll just dye it black. And I'm gonna be like, that's not enough. Sakura is going to put in a lot of fucking work in order to fill in the shoes of Mikoto Uchiha, considering that they're not so alike. They're not so alike. That's the same thing. It's so fucking stupid, dude. I just want a good movie, but I trust Nintendo. I really trust Nintendo. I trust Japan. I'm pretty sure the movie's gonna be good. Like, it has to be good. I'm hoping it's gonna be good because Zelda is one of my childhood freaking video games. It has to be good, guys. Come on. I'm not happy about the casting. The new actress who's gonna play Zelda, she's not bad. I have nothing against her, but in my opinion, this is just my opinion, she's only 70% Zelda. She's only 70% Zelda. The trans freaking actress, she's like 90 to 100% Zelda. In terms of looks and sound and personality, I can already imagine it in my head if that person's going to be cast as Zelda in the movie, and I can see it as an absolute win. And I don't even have to reveal the fucking gender about being trans or whatever. That shit's completely irrelevant. I just want a good movie. That's all I want. A good movie so I could throw my money in it and I could sit back, enjoy the movie after work, play video games, and tell myself this is a good movie. I earned it. That's all I ever wanted. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think. Because actors, it's about professionalism. It's about a freaking job. If you're fit for the job, you're fit for the job. That's it. I am dead tired about fucking Americans ruining shit. It's not all Americans, of course. It's just the extremist lunatics one that try to be all obsessive with gender ideology and politics. Like, I'm sick and tired of politics. All I want is just want to sit back, relax, and enjoy the freaking movie. The freaking trans character was so perfect for the freaking cast. Like, that freaking trans character was so perfect for the freaking cast of Zelda. I don't know why they would have to change their mind and fuck it up. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking. They should have used their heads more. They should have thought about the fans. She makes a very convincing Zelda. Even the people I don't know about that actress, and they play Zelda, they play the Legend of Zelda. I tell them, hey, this person's gonna be Zelda. They're gonna be like, holy shit, she looks the part, and I tell them, no, but this person's trans. She's a biological male. And many of my friends or many of the people I know here in Asia, they're like, I don't care. She looks and acts the part. And she's not even doing anything woke like the one in Disney, the one they did in fucking Snow White. She's not acting like that. So this one's an absolute win. This is an absolute win. And how did they treat that win? They just shove it off and say, no, we're going to biological. Why? But maybe, who knows? Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I might enjoy the movie in the future. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think. I'm not happy about the casting. In my opinion, the casting should have returned to the old one. I like the old one better. I don't like the new one. The new one sucks. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. I don't like the new casting. The new actress is fine. I'm sure she's 70% Zelda. We traded a freaking Trap who is 100% Zelda for a biological female who is only 70% Zelda. Wow. I hope for the people who actually did something about those changes, I hope they're happy. Let's just see what happens. But in my opinion, I really fucking hate it. Anyways, I let out all my steam. That's all I ever wanted to say. I let out all my opinions. Tell me what you guys think. You can type it down in the comments below. I'll just freaking check. I'm not happy about the casting, dude. I really hate the casting. The actor is gonna play Link. He's fine. I mean, he's okay. And also I'm sort of wondering how they're gonna go do the Zelda movie, considering Link doesn't really talk too much in the game. So I wonder how they're gonna do that in movie form. But let's just see. Anyways, yeah, I said everything I need to say. Have a nice day, guys. And if you guys wanna chat, you guys wanna go type some comments, just put it below. Anyways, have a nice day. I'll be making another video next time. Bye bye.